What's up guys, Aroneous here with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today's video I'm going to be talking about Gnut. No, it's not nut. It is Gnut, like N-E-W-T, except it's spelled G-N-U-T. I know, weird, but either way, let's go check out Gnut. Alright, so we've got Gnut behind me here. Call of the Arbiter character, brand new to the game. He's going to be a fusion. He starts tomorrow, okay? So you gotta prep and get ready for this. Obviously, if you haven't prepped, I mean, you really can't prep anymore, let's be honest. But this guy's gonna be freaking insane. Probably one of my favorite champions since, I would say, either Uko or Pythion, because Pythion was probably the last great champion fusion before Uko. Yeah, I think Pythion was last. So that was actually really great. But this guy is going to be also really great. Great Hoof Loriaka, not great at all. She was trash, okay? So I hope that you didn't even go for her. If you did, put it in the comments down below. And why did you go for her? Anyways, Gnut, is he going to be good? Can he be good anywhere else other than FIREKNIGHT? Yes, he probably can be. Now, one thing I will say, I've been hearing this a lot, that apparently his A3 is based off enemy max HP. Blessed Bash. I do not see where it says it's based off of enemy max HP. Huh? Anyways, let's start with the A1. Dwarven Might attacks one enemy 3 times. Each hit has a 80% chance. Hold on. My stupid camera looks terrible right now. Let me fix that. Alright, camera fix. Let's do this. The Dwarven Might ability attacks one enemy 3 times. Each hit has an 80% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 15%. So automatically it's going to be good in Spider's Den. Okay, think about that. Spider's Den. He could attack 3 times if you just do the A1, right? Because he's not going to attack Spiderlings. Why would he do that? That's just stupid. He's going to attack the boss most likely. So automatically, normal spiders, he's going to delete the turn meter every hit by 15%. All right, 80% chance though. If you book him out, it's 100% chance. Okay, if the target's turn meter is not decreased, each hit has an 80% chance of placing a freeze. Really strong for hard mode of FIREKNIGHT. Also strong for normal FIREKNIGHT, right? So again, Spider's Den. You can use him in Spider's Den up to stage 20. He could be fine there. Would I recommend him there? Probably not, unless he's one of the only turn meter depleting champions you have, because with this one it's attack one enemy 3 times. Allure is attack 3 times at random. Okay, so this one can be guided directly onto the boss, and most likely if his AI is good, it's going to just go for the spider boss all the time, right? And think about it when it comes to, let me go ahead and take away the display, right? So other dungeons that he could be good at, for example, Ice Golem, you really don't want to deplete his turn meter. Could it be good early game Ice Golem? Sure, but you don't want to deplete the Ice Golem's turn meter. It's better to use poison, right? You could use a Kale, stronger than him, for poisoning the Ice Golem. For Dragon's Lair, decreasing the turn meter is not going to matter, right? No, it's not going to matter much at all. Sand Devil's Necropolis, you deplete the turn meter and you lose max HP. So it's not going to be super helpful for Sand Devil's Necropolis as well. So I would recommend utilizing him in Spider's Den. I would also recommend utilizing him in FIREKNIGHT's Castle. Can he be good in anywhere else in the game? Yes, he can. Spirit, Arcane, obviously all the keeps here, he's going to be fine. Minotaur's Labyrinth, he's going to be fine. I'm assuming he's going to hit some decent damage because he's a defense-based champion. But he can also be kept alive a lot longer than other champions. Attacks all enemies right here with the A2. So let me pull him up again really quickly. So attacks all enemies at A2. Fury of the King. 75% chance of placing a decreased attack. That's massive, right? Super big for Clan Boss. He can be good for Clan Boss because he has a decrease attack. 100% chance decrease attack. Clan Boss, all right? Weaken. 25% chance, or sorry, and a 25% weaken for 2 turns on all enemies. So again, 4 turn drop down to a 3 turn cooldown. Clan Boss. How many more times do I have to say that? So fine for Clan Boss, also because of the A1 and the A3 both having triple hitters. I'm assuming the A3 is going to be a pretty strong hit. So with the A1, you want to put him in what? Giant Slayer, okay? So think about it that way, right? Let me go back to these champions here. And let me go ahead and show you this. So Giant Slayer, why is it so strong? I'll showcase Nishak really quickly. I don't have him in Giant Slayer, but Giant Slayer, 30% chance of inflicting bonus damage when attacking. Bonus damage is equal to 7.5% of the target champion's max HP, which means Giant Slayer is going to do big damage if it procs on the clan boss, or 3% of the target's max HP when attacking bosses. So you can see 3% of the clan boss. Bonus damage can occur on each hit of the skill, but does not count as an extra hit. And then on top of that, if you wanted to put Gnut in a blessing, right? If you're just going to use him for clan boss specifically, depends on what you're going to use him for. Personally, I would put him in Brimstone because he has 3 chances potentially at being able to place Brimstone. But I think it really only works on the first hit. I could be wrong. But if I'm wrong, then it would be 3 chances to land Brimstone. But I'm pretty sure it just procs on the first hit. I could be wrong though. You can leave it in the comments down below if I am wrong. Now, what else is good about him? The decreased attack's good on clan boss. The weaken's good on clan boss, so you only need to bring in a decreased defense champion, which is nice, which there are plenty of them out there. So Giant Slayer is massive. If he hits hard, even better. You could also put him in a toxic set for clan boss. Triple hitter. That's not only you're going to get damage from the Giant Slayer, you're also going to get damage from the poison ticks. So if you put him in a toxic set for clan boss, he's going to do a lot of damage over time. All right, so next thing. Blessed Bash, the A3, attacks one enemy 3 times. Each hit decreases the target's defense by 3%, stacks up to 30%. That's pretty blatantly obvious that it's going to be a strong ability. If you're decreasing the target's defense by 30%, clan boss over time, decreasing his defense by 30% is strong. It's basically like having a built-in Savage set, and it says right here, each hit, it's on a 4-turn cooldown. So if you get it up to a 4-turn cooldown, most people are not going to have that. They're going to have, like, they're free to play or whatever, like me. I'm not going to book this guy for like a month or 2. And for example, 5 turns. So 5-turn cooldown means every 3 hits. So 3 hits, you're going to do 9%. Times that by 3, it's 27. So 27. It's going to be at least 15 turns in plus to get close to the 30%. You're going to be 27%. Or if you drop it down to a 4-turn cooldown, then of course it's a lot faster, right? Around 12 to 16 turns. 16 turns is where you're going to get the 30% stack buildup. But each hit also heals this champion by 30% of the damage dealt. Is that huge? I wouldn't say it's massive. It's okay. But most people run unkillable teams for Ultra Nightmare or Nightmare. Now, it's pretty good if you need him as like a built-in healing for this champion. There are masteries that you can utilize for that as well on the offensive tree. So really strong champion. Again, this is also going to be great for dungeons in general. Going to be really, really great in dungeons in general. Now, is he bringing anything insane in his kit? I mean, decrease attack. Think about it. Oh, also on the A2, places a counterattack buff on himself for 2 turns. So the counterattack's even more wild if it's clan boss, right? Because clan boss, put a toxic set on. If he counterattacks, more chances to place poisons. Think about it that way. More chances to place poisons over and over and over. So that's pretty freaking sweet. Plus on his passive, when he counterattacks, he deals 100% of the damage that he does from his A1, not 75% like a normal counterattack that you would get from an A1 skill. So this guy is going to not only, if you put him in a toxic set in clan boss, he's going to keep on counterattacking if he places the Fury, right here, the Fury of Kings ability on himself with the counterattack for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. And if you put on the masteries that increase, so the support masteries, which would increase the buff duration potential for a 3-turn counterattack, right? Even better, even better. So toxic set, counterattacks, okay? 100% of the damage. Where every time he counterattacks, another chance to place a poison from the toxic set. So it's like he's doing more and more and more poisons on that boss. Also good against the, what's his name? The Fire Knight, of course. Also good. I mean, he could be halfway decent against the dragon if you put him in a toxic set and you put him in a immortal set. So if you can make him really fast and immortal and toxic, great with tankiness, he could possibly solo the dragon on stage 20. That's just me guessing here. Okay, that's just me guessing here, because if he's fast enough, you have great gear, like great gear, then you could solo stage 20 of Dragon. I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check to make sure he's not weak affinity. He is Spirit affinity. So let's take a look at stage 20 of Dragons. So Dragon stage 20. Okay, he might not be able to do it because he's weak affinity. So maybe I lied there. He could definitely do 19 though, for sure. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, stage 20, he could not do a solo because he's weak affinity. So he's probably going to get killed. 21, meh. I don't think he's going to place enough poisons. It's possible he could do stage 21, but again, you'd have to have ridiculous gear for that solo stage. Now, for Ice Golem, again, I wouldn't really place him in Ice Golem. I guess if you want to go against the waves, cool. Do as much damage as possible to the waves, and then hopefully he just dies at the boss and you're trying to do the solo strat with other champions, great. But most people are just going to use Seer for the waves. And then Dragon's Lair, again, you can use them for the waves and stuff like that, but you're not going to do much for the dragon when it comes to decreasing the turn meter. Mainly, he's Fire Knight. He could be used in Spider's Den. Like I said, if you put him in normal, you bring him in stage 20, you're struggling. This is for early, mid-game, maybe later game accounts, and you just don't have somebody that you can utilize against Spider to drop the turn meter. You're going to use this guy, make sure you turn off all his other abilities, or you can turn on just the Fury of the King. He's going to decrease attack, he's going to weaken, and then he's going to help keep that turn meter down. So he could be used in that way as well. And then he has the increase ally accuracy in all dungeons by 80. So he's going to be a dungeon specialist just in general. And he's also going to be good in your Doom Tower waves as well. So he can be really good in Doom Tower. So just remember that. Against some waves, you want to drop the turn meter of those champions. You want to do some damage. You want to decrease their attack because they're hitting you very hard in Doom Tower. So just think about that. All right, so that's pretty much all I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about Gnut. Are you going to be going for him? Personally, I think he's definitely a champion you want to go for. Thanks again. Take care.